again. It's customer service solutions. Not complaints, not criticisms, not throw you under the bus because my steak didn't come out fast enough, but customer service solutions. And I think you'll see, or you'll have to admit that so far a lot of it has had to do with, I don't know, just networking. There's no way around it. That's what it really comes down to, is networking in your community, in your neighborhood, to make sure that you have a better day. So if you are prepared to have a better life, a better day, more bonuses, more promotions, more possibilities, and more energy at the end of the day for your kids, then it really does require some networking. A couple of days a week, just on your way to work, visiting the neighbors, taking some business cards with you, introducing yourself, shaking some hands, kissing some babies. But if you just want to sit around and complain about your job and complain about customers and how they don't know anything, yeah, I've heard that. Then please disregard any solution that this little video series of mine may plausibly pose. But if you do want solutions, then this is what I have. I have a couple of years in the restaurant business and a couple of solutions as a result. And the solutions that I'm proposing involved with networking really help. What is wrong with this lighting here? It really helps if you're looking to, where did she go? Networking really helps if you're looking to make your life easier, if you're looking to have more energy at the end of the day, but also it's going to help if you're looking to possibly go into another career. You can't take people with you. I mean, not that you're ever going to physically take them from the store, but you can't invite people to additionally go and buy your book or see your play if they don't know who you are. And they can't know who you are if you're not networking, and if you're not engaging, and if you're not talking to people and taking opportunities to take their picture and open those conversations, because those conversations don't happen on their own. They don't evolve automatically when you're asking, can I help you, or can I help you find something in the store, or would you like sparkling or flat water? They don't burst out and say, yes, I'd like flat water, and are you writing a book? It's just not going to happen. Well, maybe it does in the movies. But if you're looking for something in the big picture, long term, outside of the retail or restaurant business, you have to start creating relationships with these customers that your business owner is providing you. So take the opportunity to use everything around you, all the steaks, all the chairs, all the products in Walmart, to open up conversations. And with that being said, if you're single, this is the business to be in. Hello? You are surrounded by people all day long, and people who know people. So they can't, by the same token, they can't say, yes, I'd like sparkling, and are you single? Would you like to date my friend Dave? You know, it's just not human nature to go directly down that line. You have to create social engagement. You have to set the stage for social. So setting the social stage is basically opening yourself up with the products and services that you have at your fingertips. So if you sell all these sporting goods, then every time you go out, you can easily say to anybody at a sports bar, "Oh my gosh, we have those hats on sale right now." And people are going to be like, "Oh my God, where do you work?" And then they're going to know, and they'll know exactly where to find you. So use everything that you have to get everything that you want. But there are some things in the hospitality, well, not so much hospitality, but retail world that people may not be telling you, and you may be creating animosity or shooting yourself in the foot and not even know it. And I'll tell you how. Well, did you know that every customer has the right of way? I mean, it's very possible that when you got your job, they handed you policies, procedures, dress code, the whole 9 yards, but they never discussed the little things that piss people off and start this really like an animosity towards you, and you may not even be aware of it. For instance, like walking in front of a customer is pretty much an insult. So if no one has ever told you that, and your manager isn't aware because he's on to the next thing, or like you're understaffed and it's crazy, there are a lot of things that you may be doing every single day that maybe not wrong enough for anybody to mention because there's a lot going on, or they just don't want to make you feel bad, but it's stopping you from progressing to getting promotions, getting bonuses, and getting raises. So if your optimal situation is to go to work to get bonuses, raises, make your life easier, walk away with more energy, then creating customers on the outside is one thing, but helping to but having the right etiquette inside is going to be the icing on the cake. So the right etiquette for when you see customers walking towards you, first of all, if there's a customer within 5 feet of you personally, you always acknowledge them. You say, and it's never hi or hey, it's good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. And I know probably no one has ever said this to you, but it speaks volumes about the restaurant or the retail store that you're working in. So it's not just to make a sale. The customer is acknowledged for being somebody who's taken the time to come into the store, and you want to acknowledge that. And if you don't say anything, no one's going to say, "Wait a minute, you didn't say anything, you're fired," or you're demoted. No one's ever going to say anything like that to you, but they're making a mental note saying, "Oh, she's not aware that she should have said something." If she's not aware of that, what else is she not aware of? So you may be creating problems for yourself and not even know it. So whenever you see a customer within 5 feet of you, just nod and smile and say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's so simple, but it's so civilized. So that's one thing. And then the right of way. It's just like driving a car. The customer always has the right of way. Hopefully they're aware enough to stay to the right, but if they don't, then you have to let them go first. And you basically want to stay to the right. I know this is kind of like, wow, I know this, I forgot this already. But you'd be surprised how many people don't know this and want a career in the customer service world, but they're not getting anywhere and they don't know why. And here is one of the reasons. You aren't acknowledging my customers. That's what your boss is saying. That's what your manager is thinking. So if he wants to keep his job, if he wants to keep his store, the customer is always first. So you have to acknowledge them. And so if you're not saying anything and you're just walking by, ooh, that's not making you look like $1 million. So acknowledge the customer, you look like $1 million. Okay? Okay. So next, very simple stuff. You want to arrive on time. And on time means early. If no one has said this to you, you are not on time. If you are coming into work and clocking in right at the right time, and you're out of breath, and you have to go get coffee, you have to go fix your hair, you haven't brushed your teeth, that's not on time. Okay? You're late. If you're not clocked in fresh as a daisy with your coffee already eaten, drank, your hair combed, your teeth, your breath smelling amazing 5 minutes before you're clocking in, if you're not all together, then you're late. Okay? If no one has said this to you, you're not making a great impression. You may be there like right on time, but if your act isn't together, I almost said it. If your act isn't together and you're flustered and you're clocking in right at 9 in the morning, you're really not on time. On time means getting there 15 minutes ahead of time, getting your stuff together, coming into perspective, getting your phone calls, your texts, your Facebook, your hair, your coffee, everything organized, you're absolutely fresh, your breath amazing, and then clocking in right at 9 o'clock. So if no one's told you that, you're making a bad impression if you're doing anything else. And if you have to make some choices the night before, then getting to work on time for you means starting to prepare the night before. Whether that means getting your lunch together, your ride, your gas in your car, whatever you need to do, set those alarms, get the kids ready, get the kids' school clothes together the night before, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're arriving prepared 15 minutes ahead of time so that you can clock in on time and be 100% present, then you're going to make a good impression. So I just don't want you to make a bad impression. So do that 110% of the time, and you are going to see yourself ahead of the game and getting promoted. Keeping your conversation completely professional, sorry, that's the reality. And that's what you would want if you were running your own business. Okay, so if it was Lisa business and you were paying somebody $9 an hour, $9 is a lot of money. I'm sorry, but $9 is a lot of money to be taking out of your pocket and hoping that a customer comes in and spends at least $9 to make that money back. So imagine if you're in Lisa's store and you're Lisa and you want to sell like 11,000 hair clips, but your coworkers are talking about a traffic accident or their baby's cough. It's annoying when customers come in that they feel like they're interrupting a conversation. The customers should always be experiencing business-related conversations that are positive about the business, and your boss should always be hearing you talking about conversations that are positive about the business and only about the business. I'm sorry, I know 8 hours is a long day, but if you're focused on creating a better life for yourself, then it starts with putting a great foot forward so that your boss is always thinking about promoting you. How is your boss going to think about promoting you if all you're talking about is your personal relationship or Facebook or your illness of the week or why you were late? It's not even interesting. Just stop. Make it about the business. Make it about how exciting it is to be in the business. If you have nothing to say, then start cleaning. There's always something to be done in the retail, restaurant, hospitality business that is going to make you look like an amazing employee. And if you want more out of your life, then you're not going to get it by talking about the latest Facebook viral video about fat people or something racist or something political. It's just not going to happen. You are there to do a specific job, and it's only about customers. only about customers that should only know about this business. And if you start a conversation that's more engaging and opens up more doors, then the customer should know more about you, but only because they're wondering about you and wondering about that book that you're writing. It should never be that they walk in to find out your views on anything. If Lisa wants you to have your political views out there, she will, I'm sure, tell you that while we're selling 1 million hairbrushes, I want everyone to know that you're a Democrat. She would have told you that. In the meantime, it's kind of this assumed agreement that you're only going to be talking about Lisa's stuff. And because you're not, you're actually putting yourself in, like, I don't want a promotion land. And that speaks volumes about you. You want people to always think, wow, she really thinks the world of herself. She's always putting herself in a position of getting hired, getting promoted, or getting bonuses. And if you're bringing your own personal stuff into work, you're not putting that out there. So keep it professional, keep it clean, no 4-letter words when you're being paid. If you're not being paid, enjoy your political views, no matter what they are. Try not to influence anyone else's day that you're gonna work with, and they're gonna know about your political views and hold it against you later on. Not the smartest thing. So keep it professional. Bye.